Hey boys, welcome back to some more Cricket 19 My Player Career, the reboot. And yeah, we're going to obviously continue on with our club cricket adventures here. You know, it's been a good start. It's been a little bit frustrating at times. I think it's the wickets haven't been falling like I would like, but I feel like that's sort of the way Cricket 19 went. When the game first released, I feel like bowling and getting wickets in general was a lot easier, and honestly, I don't think it was that imbalanced. I actually thought it was pretty decent, and then, you know, every sort of patch and update to the game, it kept making getting wickets tougher and tougher, and it's not necessarily a bad thing because you can go in to the sliders and I think you can literally adjust like the wicket frequency, but yeah, I don't know. Did they overtune it? Maybe. I'm not too sure. We'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, our stats are pretty rubbish, so you can put it down to that. But also, we've been bowling pretty well. I feel like we've been bowling pretty decently for sure. Beating the bat a lot and just not picking up the rewards. And I'm probably the one. And actually, this was sort of an issue I sort of had with the bowling previously anyway, and that was the fact that it seemed like the 3-day cricket or first class or even up to test matches, getting wickets was a lot, not so much easier, but they would happen more frequently. But for some reason, in 1 days and 50 over and T20 stuff, getting wickets was so much more difficult. I think it was because the batters actually are more aggressive, and you know, you just don't pick up those sort of little edges behind from the blocks and hitting them on the pad. They're always sort of playing shots, so that's sort of the thing. There is a beautiful rising delivery outside off stump. But yeah, I don't know, a little bit of critique, I would say, with I don't know. I guess the wicket frequency, but you know, I've honestly still been thoroughly enjoying getting back in and bowling in this. I'm keen to work my way up and get back into first class cricket. I've got the recruiting difficulty set to easy at the moment, just because, you know, I think the sooner I don't think I'll put it on easiest, but you know, the sooner we're up to the first class shield level of cricket, I think the better. Obviously, it's nice to start off in the club cricket as another little streaky outside edge from Lark, and there goes away to the rope for 4. Very frustrating, but you know, what can you do? We can't have fielders everywhere, unfortunately, and making do with what we've got. But yeah, it's nice to start off in club cricket, just get your stats up a little bit, get sort of used to the bowling, how you bowl, used to batting, and then you know, you don't want to be spending like 2-3 seasons in clubland though. I feel like, you know, a season and a half is pretty solid, and I think going on easy, it's like a season and a half. You do get a contract if you bowl well. Probably easiest, it's probably more like half a season to a season, but yeah, that's a nice bumper. Dunkley is going very nicely, and yeah, haven't been able to crack yet. None for 13 into our 4th over. That is a great ball. What has that come off? Do you get a little inside edge on this one? Gonna look at the replay. What happened here? It jagged back a little bit, inside edge onto the pad. Did he catch it? Apparently not. Is that not a catch? Is that not a wicket? Have I been absolutely robbed? Did they class that as hitting the ground? I don't know. I mean, the way the graphics look, it looked like it hit the ground, but his gloves were underneath it. So I don't know. I don't know if that was an umpire mistake or they actually class that as not carrying to the keeper, but that is very annoying because Dunkley is the big wicket, and that should have been gone. That should have been a wicket. The keeper just had to he just had to move forward. He just had to move forward and catch it on the full. That is extremely frustrating. And after my little rant before, we didn't need that. We didn't need that at all. And all of a sudden, there's still 1 wicket down, 1 for 115. The run rate is solid, 5.27. Dunkley is still there, looking for a big 100. Is again another good delivery. Going up for the appeal for nothing, but I thought, you know what, we got robbed before, so maybe I'll get a lucky reprieve. And good Lord, Dunkley is on 149 off 127. We're coming back for our final 3 overs here. We bowled very well again. As again, he tried to whip this off the pads, and I don't know if he got a little tickle on it, but probably too high regardless. As again, just trying to work to the leg side, and the field is sluggish as all heck, letting them get a cheap single, bringing Dunkley back on strike, which not what I wanted. We are gonna change up the angle, just come around the wicket, try to get something. We need a wicket for sure, and he has absolutely smacked it over cover for 4, and that'll bring up his 150 as well. So that is a very impressive knock. He did get a very lucky reprieve on about 60 odd, but you know, he's made his luck count and turned it into a very, very big score. So coming back into our second last over again to Dunkley, coming around the wicket, just trying all sorts here. We need this breakthrough. There's still 12 overs to go after this one. So if we don't get a wicket soon, this could turn very, very nasty for us in the run chase. But hopefully, if they score big, then we can actually get some batting time, which would be nice. And thankfully, they have finally got Dunkley out. We're into our final 2 deliveries here. Still yet to pick up a wicket, which again is just very frustrating. I feel like we've deserved a wicket, but you know, only 3 have fallen in the whole game so far. 3 for 267 now, or 3 for 270, I should say. Final delivery, none for 34. Hopefully we can finish off strongly, get a wicket, or at least keep it to a dot ball. Keep our figures nice and tidy, but yeah, we're gonna be chasing a few, that's for sure. And the short ball, is that gonna be our first wicket going up here? It's not gonna be given. Oh, I thought for sure it came off like the glove onto the arm, but it might have just, it's probably just clocked him right on the forearm or right on the shoulder. At least we got a little bit of pain into the batter there with a nice short one, but disappointing again. You know, we bowled well. We bowled with some good pace, some good control. We finished with good figures, but we just didn't pick up the wickets which we would like. As we come out here, target of 331. We're 5 for 154. This is not looking great. This isn't looking great at all. But we start obviously on the front foot. That is a beautiful, just cover drive. That is just punched, just rock. Jeez, almost. Oh, I'll try to minimize that noise because that'd be freaking loud, dude. It's like right next to my goddamn microphone. It's a bottle. We flicked that one away almost to the man on the full, which would have been a disaster. But we do get a nice couple there, and just working into our innings. I mean, you know, another wicket has fallen. So I mean, actually no, I thought another wicket has fallen, but Graham is just a new batter as well as us, so a bit of collapse. We were going obviously pretty solidly. We were like 3 for 150 odd, 2 wickets to fall, and all of a sudden, we're in some bother for sure. But I mean, we've shown before we got a 50 odd in our last 3-day match, I think. So we've definitely shown we can hit a ball and we can stay in and get some handy runs. So, you know, if for any chance to chase this down, looking at the required run rate now, it's probably a bridge too high. Required is up to almost 10 and over with plenty of overs to spare. That's gonna be tough. But again, a cracking shot, just letting that come onto the bat. So the pitch, I mean, you know, we're bowling on some absolute roads here. That could be the other reason we're not picking up the wickets. I mean, the pitch is very flat. It's coming on extremely nicely onto the bat, and you know, it's tough to get the wickets. The runs have been the main draw in this career mode so far. But 15 off 7, again showing we got plenty of skill with the blade in hand. As that one's a leg side rubbish. Didn't punish it unfortunately, but still nice control. We're looking more determined in this innings than we have in the 3-day stuff. I guess because we batted so well as we could. I just talked it up as we come down and try to smack you over the top. But in the 3-day stuff, honestly, we've been destroying teams. So we've got to come out with the bat and play recklessly. Haven't had to really dig in. As again, we try to go big over the top, and that is going to be a wicket. Ideal, good, and ideal. I feel a little salty that we didn't get hold of this one, but it is what it is. I don't know. Sometimes the ball just hits a dead spot on the bat, I guess, and doesn't go anywhere. It's always a little bit frustrating when you time it pretty much all ideals, but just lobs to a fielder. But we are a tail ender at heart, and we do honestly we came back all right. 268 all out, couple overs to go. We were definitely never within a chance of snatching victory, but regardless, we put in an effort, and that's all you can ask for. Is we're kind of coming out here for another T20 match, and hopefully we can pick up some wickets. I mean, that's been the issue with not just us. We picked up a few in the 3-day stuff, but the team as a whole, like that game, that last 50 over match was a perfect example of what happens when you don't pick up wickets early on or through the middle overs. They can just get a roll on, run rate increases, and then at the the final 10 overs they can really take it to us, and that's what they did. They got well over 300. Pretty much took the game out of our hands, as we're going to be having a bat first in this one, and we are not going to get a chance with the blade, unfortunately. I like coming out in the T20s, but it's tough to get a bat when you're batting like 6th or 7th. What are we? You're like 6th or 7th, I think. But yeah, even in the middle order, it's tough to get a bat in the T20 because the wickets, like I said, the wickets just don't seem to fall in the, especially T20s. I know I said previously that the 50 over stuff in the T20s, it feels like the game just, wickets don't fall, but the 50 over stuff occasionally, T20s just seem to never get wickets. But looks like a bit of a greenish tinge on this pitch. Might get a little bit of zip, a little bit of zag off the pitch. Hopefully get a little bit of variation, and hopefully it'll help us, maybe some swing early on, as that is a beautiful shot. I thought it was a pretty decent delivery, a little bit of in-swing back into the right-hander, but he's just played a beautiful little whip off the pad. So Fitzpatrick looking very, very comfortable in the fray here. As we're going to come back into the action here for our second over. 7 off the first. I mean, not terrible, not terrible. It's still it's decent. It's still well and truly under control. What they have to get like over. I mean, now they probably have to get like 9 and over or so. But if we bowl, unfortunately this over is gone for a few. Is he gone for the big heave ho? Oh, again, how is that not carried to the man at gully? He's absolutely gone for it and just didn't carry. So this over has been expensive, but we peg it back nicely. Only 10 runs coming off it, but a couple of boundaries to minimize it. Not the worst. So going to come back, third over now, coming around the wicket this time, and he has absolutely smacked it. That is a difficult shot with the ball angling back into him, but Fitzpatrick he's on fire at the moment, and unfortunately we've had to bowl to him pretty much the whole time, and he's taken it to us, which is not enjoyable. As again, he's gone for the big one, and what are our fielders doing? They're just out there stretching like absolute mongrels, just letting him get an easy couple. They're not doing us any favors. Thankfully, it was leg buys, so it doesn't affect our overall run rate, as that one is flicked away nicely for just a single. So honestly, not looking. Our bowling in this one, I can't even say we've looked like getting wickets, because they have controlled the game very nicely, but I think we're still on the box seat coming in for our final over here. They need 29 of 12 deliveries, so this is a big over. This is a very, very big over. We need to minimize the damage. You know, they need to score at a hefty rate, as that one is beautifully flicked off the pads. That's going to be a 4 first ball. That is not what we needed at all. That is not what we needed, dude. So 2 balls to go, 30 runs coming off our bowling. Oh boy, not good at all. I think if we can keep these to dots, I think our overall run rate is still better than what they needed to go at, but it's not great bowling. Not great bowling at all. Hopefully we can just finish strongly though. But he has gone absolutely bang again, trying to target full and straight, and Flores is he's taking it to us. There's his 50, 51 off 40, and it's got to be said, not great bowling. Shouldn't be hitting that foolish length. Got to be hitting back of a length probably in this stage, if not Yorkers. Again, going for a fuller ball, and he's just punched this one away for another couple. So it's going to be a disappointing finish to our spell. And they're going to need, what they need, 18 off the final. I still think we should still win. And it looks like we won by 1 run. 1 run, dude. So, I mean, you know, we did our job, I guess. Not well, but yeah, a bit of a disappointing episode for sure. But hopefully you guys are enjoying this series, the Cricket 19 Career Mode Return. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.